I've been into eclectic internship and there were a lot of similarities in the techniques I've learned. But now through this, I know where particularly I can use a particular technique. Like that was in general, but now I know one particular area I can use these techniques. So like this has definitely added to my knowledge.
Very well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who goes next? Aditi, if you want to like to leave, you can leave.
I like the practicals,
Mm-hmm.
but the timing thing should be managed. Like sometimes it gets difficult for me, like personally, to sit in front of the computer like 5 to 6 hours. So that should be managed
That should be managed by participants or by the trainer.
by the trainer. Sorry.
How will the trainer manage it? Because practice तो आप कर रहे हो.
Like the in the brochure it has written 3 hours, but
No, so
here
totally the workshop is 12 hours, 12 to 13 hours. But
no,
there is
3 hours per day.
3 hours per day, yes. But because there are question and answer, there is, we do wait for other people to join in. We do get into little digression if there is some case discussion or if the other person is taking time to practice. So that's why it does come a little bit, to आगे पीछे हो जाता है.
Yeah.
Not much, but yes, we were running behind from the first day itself. So, yeah. All right.
I'll go
Thank
next.
you. Sure, ma'am.
Yeah, so the main purpose of attending the workshop was to learn the methods of, understand the methods of therapies to be applied on the client. And yes, we have learned many methods on it. So that's one of the biggest, it's actually biggest learning of the workshop, the main purpose of it. And along with it, as I mentioned earlier as well, that it is more about making the client come out of the solution of its own rather than we providing them. It becomes more like a YouTube channel of an inspiration that we are giving them the talks and everything, that this is the solution, you should apply this. But when it comes to counseling and therapies, it's always about the client, and we do not have to know any history or anything coming to that. We just have to be there in the moment, the feelings and the moments which we are there to solve in the counseling session. Rather than solving the problem, we are there to solve the emotional and any those kind of intangible problems that they are facing. It's not like we are going to make them rich, but we are going to make them motivated enough to try to become rich, something like that. Yeah.
All right.
So for me, I really liked all the 4 days of the workshop, and like since I've already attended the eclectic approach part, there a lot of the techniques were mentioned, but then here we could actually do the demonstration, practice it, know it in depth, each of the techniques, and specifically why, where to use it, how. So it was like really systematic at the same time. The effectiveness of it was also like experienced while we are doing it. Since we are practicing it, we ourselves get to know exactly how it works and how effective it is. So for me, it was really, really good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Regarding the workshop, the content is more focused on and very simple to understand. And regarding the methodology, the practical sessions are very good. It gives hope and confidence to practice with our clients in future. So regarding the facilitator, I am very much impressed by the way you take the workshop. You make us to complete the session to implement the process. Otherwise, we can escape. Sometimes we feel we are not for going for the process, but you make us to.
In short, I think objective achieved for the 4 days. I did feel that we were rushed. I feel like there should have been more time given, particularly for the practicals, the instruments that we needed to use. And there were times I felt like, oh my God, you know, I'm just rushed with time. I let's just finish it off, you know. I mean, and then I'll ask later. And then when later comes, I forget what I want to ask. All 5 instruments were fantastic. I prefer some to others, considering the region that I'm in and the people that I have. The pace, the fact that it was open to ask questions and share ideas.